am excited to have you because I admire your way of speaking. I'm in the speaking business. You give a lot of speeches. I know a lot of interviews that you do and that I've seen you. They talk about all sorts of current past or the world of Wall Street that you've navigated. But I observe and analyze how you speak, and it's a really controlled, conscious effort. We here at the Keynote Curators feel words matter and words can change lives. And I just want to, for our audience who are, a lot of conference planners, do you consciously come at how you speak publicly with a measured tone? What's behind that? And is my observation even accurate?
Oh, first of all, I'll take the compliment. I guess the thing I would tell you is when I was 24, I took the Dale Carnegie course in public speaking. You said, well, why did I do that? I'm a big fan of Warren Buffett's, and he recommended it. This is going way back to 1988. He said he took it. I said, oh, well, if it's good enough for Warren Buffett, I was in the last year of law school, and I took the public speaking course. And so one of the things they teach you, and this is something Franklin Roosevelt once said, stand up, speak briefly, sit down. And so I always think about it that way. I don't want to overspeak, and I want to make sure that my sentences have some measure and some conciseness to them. But the flip side of it is, I think the number one thing in our society right now is authenticity, because we have a lot of stage management going on. We have a lot of stagecraft in speaking or production in terms of what goes on the internet or what goes on in corporate TV, corporate media. And I think the American public, or the public in general, the global public, is not satisfied with inauthenticity. And they can pick up right away when someone is being inauthentic and being boring. And so I try to give what I call non-texting speeches. What do I mean by that? I don't want people looking down at their phones while I'm speaking. And so I try to talk to them in a way where, wait a minute, it's going to be worth the next several minutes, 15,
Sure.
20, 30 minutes to hear what this guy has to say. I may learn something. He may provoke me to thinking differently, or maybe he shares my opinion, but he's going to provide more evidence. But I'll just finish the answer to the question by saying the following, though, about words. They really do matter. Inaugural addresses have mattered. Roosevelt said, we have nothing to fear but fear itself. Jack Kennedy once said, don't ask what we can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I'm paraphrasing.
Sure.
He also said he was going to get us to the moon inside of the decade. And of course, that happened. And just briefly, Reagan understood this. They took out of his speech the tear down the wall message to Mr. Gorbachev. State Department took it out. The ambassador took it out in Germany, West Germany at that time, and Reagan put it back in.
Yeah.
Moreover, people forget this about Ronald Reagan, but he went to visit the refuseniks. These were the Jewish dissidents in Moscow. He was told, don't do that. You're going to breach protocol. But he went and did it. Nathan Sharansky, who was finally released from these gulags, mentioned that Reagan's words mattered so much to him that he was tapping them on the pipes in the Morse code to his fellow prison mates. And so words really do matter a lot. We know this. There's a lot of power in them.